Hello everyone, and welcome to Weekend Reviews. This is definitely going to be a long one. Now today we're looking at Rocky IV, or the most famous in the whole franchise, made in 1985. Now this is probably one of the saddest, because in this one, Apollo is killed by Rocky, and once again, like in all the others, Rocky, after being called out, refuses to retire, just unlike Adrian wants him to. Now this is by far the coolest one ever. It's where America versus Russia. This is almost my favorite. I think it's kind of great. Now let's see how we did. Once again, it was directed, written, based upon the characters, and starring Sylvester Stallone. It had $28 million in a budget, and $300 million in the box office. That's pretty good. What I like about the movie is that about the train montage. It doesn't have It's Gonna Fly Now, but it has something cool. It's pretty good. Now in this movie, Rocky goes all the way to Russia to avenge Apollo's murder. Probably one of the saddest. It just goes to show we totally beat the Ruskies back in the 80s. America will always win its wars, and America is always going to be the best country. I'm not racist at all. You should know that. So what I like about the movie is that its premise, its boxing matches, and Rocky triumph over once again. And fun fact: the woman who plays Ivan's wife, hang on, let's see here, Bridget Nelson was Sylvester's wife at the time, but they divorced a few years later. And overall, I kind of like the movie. I like its premise. I like its boxing. Yeah, it's like it's good fun, you know. And fun fact, Ivan Drago only says like 9 whole lines in the whole movie. That's kind of creepy, right? It's really cool. By the time you get this, I'll probably be in a new place, I hope. Starting tomorrow, hopefully I'll get to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, if I can ever find that book. And things have been going pretty well for me. My dad's doing well, so is my family, and my birthday's in 10 days. And okay, back to the movie. It's got great boxing, it's got great acting, it's got now my favorite part in the whole movie is when Rocky's training, like he chops the wood, he's training in the barn, and his music Gonna Fly Now really helps him work out. So does Monkey Jim, Mr. Weekly, his little baby Silas, who has tiny little feet. Is my favorite part about the little baby, is really doing pretty well. The movie, it was made in 1985, pretty good for a premise, and it leads to 2 more sequels, and it's got a pretty good premise, a pretty good series, and now this movie has a decision. You see, when up during the fight versus Ivan, Apollo begs Rocky not to throw in the towel and let him finish the match, which also was a bad decision, which ended up costing Apollo his life, and which is going to be a highlight in Creed 2 in a few years, but that's for later. And it's really good. It's got good matching. In fact, how about I sing a bit for you? Strong desire. No, never mind that. Doing pretty well. I've been doing really well with games. I've been having a lot of fun. Now my brother Judah's gone back to Colorado, and he's going to become an actor. Oh yeah, let's see the cast. So it's just alone. Tyler Shire, who is Nicolas Cage's uncle, pretty good. Pretty got the main cast, and it's pretty well. It's all pretty good in all of its main glory, and it's my seductrum, and it's great boxing. I kind of like it. I think it's got good acting, it's got good boxing, it's got good everything. Hey. Now, years later, Ivan goes to America with his son, and Nikolai, I think, and they go to Victor, and they challenge Apollo's son, and they box, and that's story for later. And Drago ultimately redeems himself by throwing the towel, and that's all. And I'll get to all next week. Goodbye.